should have been one school shooting, and we should have fixed it. And I'm pissed, because my daughter I'm not going to see again. She's not here. She's not here.
Rarely have I ever seen anything so gripping coming out of the White House, but that was Andrew Pollack. He was the father of Parkland shooting victim Meadow, and he was at the White House, and he was angry that politicians talked a good game on trying to get a handle on this, but they didn't. They wouldn't. And his daughter was dead, and he was furious. And he was a dad looking to avoid this in the future. He has devoted his life to that and much more in memory of his beautiful girl. He joins me right now out of Eagle Point, Oregon via Skype. Andrew, it's very good to see you. I'm sorry under these circumstances. How you holding up?
Well, I'm holding up. You know, today's not much different than any other day for a parent that loses one of the children. It's a day of reflecting back on my daughter's life and what we accomplished over the last year to try and make school safer and to honor my daughter. So today's just a day we're lazing around and just thinking about my daughter a lot and what we have accomplished.
Where were you and what were you doing, Andrew, when you got the news?
Well, when I got the news, Neil, is that what you said?
Yes.
It was Valentine's Day, and, you know, there are no more Valentine's Days for me after what happened with my daughter. And like any other parent, I thought that it couldn't happen. You know, it can't be. And as the day went on, you know, I was with my wife on a picnic. As the day went on, reality got to sink in when I couldn't reach my daughter, and I knew that she was gone forever. And it's something that sticks with me day in. Like today, calling it an anniversary to me is really brutal, because when I think of anniversaries, I think of happy occasions. To me, today is not a happy occasion and really shouldn't be called an anniversary.
You've taken this tragedy and tried to make it a cause. You work with then Governor Scott of California, now Senator Scott, along with the president, to tighten up safety outside schools. Ironically, outside Parkland, there was security there. He just didn't go in the school, and there were a lot of people botching it up from the get-go. What has happened since?
Well, we accomplished a lot in Florida and with the president. The president just had the Parkland parents at the White House this week. They opened a website, schoolsafety.org, where they list over 100 recommendations and best practices on school safety. But what I've learned over the last year, Neil, locally, the president can't fix anything for you at a local level with your local school board. The school board dictates their policies and their own budget, and they're going to do whatever they want with that money, and they don't have to follow any federal guidelines. So it's really up to parents locally to get involved at a local level to make changes. Don't look for your governor or your senator or the president. It's really up to the parents. They dictate and they're responsible where they put their children in school.
And there was a lot going on with the shooter and allowances that were being made for kids with problems that other parents were unaware of. That's still out there as a possible threat. They don't all grow to be shooters and attack and kill other kids. But do you see anything on that front that's been addressed?
Well, what happens is when the left and certain people hijack school safety and all they look at is gun control, it really distracts us from what we could really do as a country, and that's make our schools safe. And that's what I work on day in and day out with different initiatives to make our schools safer. And when you look at just gun control, it doesn't work. So in Florida, they are looking at legislation to put different type of situations in the hands of law enforcement and take it away from the school district, like what restorative justice programs that are practiced in a lot of these school districts still in Broward. I feel law enforcement should be involved with the restorative justice programs, and they are making leeway. But it's on the parents. The parents have to pressure their school districts locally.
And indeed, you've done that and much more. Andrew Pollack, The Day Meadow Died was the runaway bestseller that addressed this and hit a nerve in this country. He has not given up an inch. He has not given up the fight. And the tragedy of Meadow's death was she died trying to shield and save other students. I cannot comprehend what you've been through and continue to go through, Andrew. Thank you, my friend. We'll have more to this.
Thank you, Neil.